Hey everyone, so these are just a few items that I hauled today. I have a big K-Beauty Asian Beauty haul for you guys. I am so excited because I've been wanting to try out a few of these products for a while and I had to wait. I got like these, it was two separate orders and I had to wait for everything to be here to do this video. I'll leave everything that I hauled down below for you guys. And I'm just going to be walking you through some initial first impressions and all of that good stuff. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, definitely make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe and let's jump in. Shall we start with package number 1? So I've been holding out on this package. It's been very difficult. I got this one first from Stylevana, but let's go ahead and dig in and let me show you the goodies that I got. So first up, I got not one, but two of my absolute favorite Kiss Me Mommy SPF 50 sunscreens. So I still feel like this is one of those hidden gem Asian sunscreens. It's from Isan, and I'm telling you right now, I have tried a ton of Asian sunscreens, and this is still by far the absolute best. One, it doesn't smell like sunscreen. Two, it's alcohol free, so it's not drying on the skin. Three, it is very lightweight. Four, it's not mattifying, so it has like a very more liquidy kind of texture. Honestly, I wouldn't typically do this. Let me show you this texture. I feel like you just need to see it. I have loved it for years, you guys. So the texture is just like a, typical lotion, but it is very easily blended into the skin. It leaves a very soft radiance. This like goes down, it like actually sets onto the skin. It does not burn your eyes. It will not leave a white cast. You can build this up without it pilling, which is something that a lot of people don't talk about. Whether or not you can keep reapplying a sunscreen and it not pill up on you. I wish more people talked about that. This one does not. The only caveat about this sunscreen, it's affordable. It literally is perfect. Like, I struggle to even say that because I know that like perfection doesn't really exist. I can't imagine though, personally, a more perfect sunscreen. I think it's the best I've ever tried in my life. The only thing that is annoying about it is that it goes in and out of stock so much. It is very difficult for me to get my hands on it, but Stylevana does have it. I'm telling you guys right now, if you have sensitive skin, this is absolute perfection. No weird smell, zero fragrance. I don't even know how many I've gone through. And it sucks that I can't talk about it more because it is more difficult to find, but it is on Stylebond right now. But I suggest getting it from, an Asian beauty retailer. Next up, I have the Tear Milk Skin Toner. I absolutely love a milky toner, and you all have been wanting me to try out more K-beauty toners or Asian beauty toners, so that is what I am doing with the one from Tier. A lot of people really enjoy this one. I'm noticing right away that it's quite thin, but let's go ahead and open it up and see what the texture is like. I love that they have this little secure top right there to keep the product safe. So there's the texture. Oh, wow. Actually, this is more substantial than I thought. 0 scent, really. If anything, it kind of smells like the SK2 toner, if you guys have tried that one. But wow, that feels really good. The weight isn't as hefty as something like my Ilia face base, but the texture has a lot of slip to it and it feels very nourishing. So this has a chamomile extract in it, and that is something that the Laneige Cream Skin also has, and I really enjoy that one. But this is even thicker than the Laneige Cream Skin, if you guys have tried that one. This also has rice bran extract. Rice bran extract is really good if you want a soothing toner. I also have tried the Skin Food rice toner. That one's very thin. That's much thinner than this one. But all that's to say is that I'm really excited to try this. I love Milky toners. They're honestly like my favorite skincare step as of late. So I'm really excited to give this one a go. I'd love to find another one. I have finally picked up one of the Fui blurry pudding pots. I have been thinking of getting one of these for so long. They kind of blew up. I'm excited to see what my shade looks like. So this is the shade ND04. Here's what it looks like. It is adorable. It is in a glass jar. I just love, I love how like chubby it looks. There it is. It really is pretty. I wonder if it feels like pudding when you put your finger in it. Shall we see? Oh my gosh, it does. It's so squishy. Can you guys see the squish? Like, see? It bounces back. And you know, I'm not getting like a ton of color on my finger. Let's try and get a better swatch. Oh, I can definitely see more color coming off now. And it definitely has that soft kind of souffle texture. So that's the shade I have. And again, that's the shade ND04. That is so pretty for every day. Just a very soft, warm pink. Oh, I could very easily see putting that, on the lips and onto the cheeks. Weirdly enough, I have a feeling, I mean, I have seen a lot of people put these on and they're very blurring. This doesn't feel like one of those blurring lip products that is going to be really bad for dry skin because some of them really are. This, I mean, I'm looking at my hand, it doesn't seem to exaggerate really any dryness whatsoever. Granted, I did just put that Tier Milk Toner on, and not gonna lie, my hand kind of feels amazing. But anyway, I just am so, so excited to try out this pudding pot. It really does feel like souffle. It's such a nice, satisfying texture. And let me know if you guys have bought this, what your experience is, and what shade you have. This shade I think is kind of perfect. Like I can really see myself getting a lot of use out of it, which, is great. I don't know why I'm putting everything back in the box. There's something that like when I do an unboxing or a haul, there's something like nothing feels complete until I have everything back in the box. I don't know why that is. Next up I have this lip from Roto Mentholatum. This is a Japanese brand. They're known for doing, in my opinion, really good lip SPFs. And this is their color lip balm, but I think it has another name. I'm gonna leave it linked down below as well as everything I'm talking about. They call it the water lip, it looks like. And I have it in the shade Raspberry Red. Here it is. Really, really excited to see what this shade looks like. So they have like a sparkly shade that I think was very popular there for a second, but I decided to go with this raspberry red because I thought it would be nice for every day. I don't always do a sparkly lip every day, honestly. I kind of tend to go for something more like this. It does have SPF 20 in it. Oh yeah, that is a very, very sheer color. I can barely see that on my hand. Not much of a scent to it. I'm applying a little bit now. No weird taste or anything like that. I think honestly it kind of just feels like a tube of Aquaphor or Vaseline. The texture is really nothing to write home about. I mean, I can't see how it looks on my lips right now, but just going off of the way it feels on the lips seems kind of like just typical lip balm. No burning or like awkward smell either. Those are first impressions on this one. And lastly, for my Style Vana order, this is my second favorite sunscreen. So number one is the Isan Kiss Me Mommy, and then the Isntree Hyaluronic Acid Watery Sun Gel is my second favorite. The only real difference between the two is this one is just a touch more lightweight and has a little bit less of um, just a little bit less moisture. It just depends on what you want. So this I think would be good for literally all skin types. And then I would say combination to dry, go with the Isan. But I think that honestly most people could use this. It is so good. I'll show you what the tube looks like though. They did redo some of their packaging, I believe. So this is what the new packaging looks like. It has like this big leaf on the front. All of them are like under 20 bucks. Highly, highly recommend that one. And with that, let's jump into my Yes Style order. Oh boy. Yeah, I picked up quite a lot of things from Yes Style. This is a giant package. I'm not really sure where to start here. So I did pick up this same jelly blusher, and I got the shade Scarlet Pink. I was just really excited to try out some products that I have never heard of. I have tried out this brand before. I've tried the same concealer in specific is one that I know a lot of people talk about, but I've never tried the jelly blusher. I picked up a lot of brands that I need to dive more into. Um, and here it is. Kind of has what looks like a more like fluffy texture. And I really like this kind of coral red shade. Yeah, can you see how it almost looks a bit like fluffy? Oh, wow. Yeah, that is fluffy. Kind of similar texture to the Fui, actually. This is obviously more densely pressed, and it has a little bit more reflection. I don't know if that really translates once it's on, but yeah, this is definitely thinner than the Fui, but kind of a similar vibe, you know, very like mattifying. I think this is gonna last a long time on the cheeks because that was so little, and I feel like it doesn't really want to come off now that I have that swatch on. Again, this is the shade Scarlet Pink. It's a very, very pretty color. I'm really into that, honestly. And I think this is a great color if you've been wanting to try more like red leaning blushes because again, it's not like a true red. There's definitely some pink to it, but I think some people might actually like that. You know, it's a little bit more approachable. Yeah, I am very excited about that one. It looks really fresh. I picked up one of my Kogendo Aqua foundations. I have never bought this from an Asian beauty retailer before. So Kogendo is a Japanese brand, but I've always bought this from like Nordstrom, Sephora, when Sephora had it. I was running out, so I figured I should just buy it from Yes Style. And it's like 40 bucks on Yes Style. I'm used to spending like 100 on this foundation. So I think that's like absolutely wild. So I use the shade 002. If you guys don't know about my love affair with this foundation, you're about to hear like a very condensed version. This is basically like one of the best foundation formulas I've ever tried. This would be like if I was a wedding makeup artist. If you have like a wedding coming up, if you want something that is going to look absolutely beautiful both in person and in photography, this is like one of my top picks. It's so thin, it's a water-based foundation. It gives a beautiful skin-like effect, a really soft, kind of photogenic airbrush look without this being a very thick, heavy foundation. It's very lightweight and thin. You can powder it down to, you know, more of a matte finish if you wanted to, but on me, it has more of a natural finish. It's one of those foundations that you're always surprised will photograph as well as it will. while still like you still look so good in person, because I feel like a lot of makeup that photographs really well doesn't always necessarily look the best in person, but this is not one of those products. Highly recommend this one. I just wish that they made more shades. They definitely need more shades. Next up, I have the all-in-one palette from Judy Doll, and this is the number 26 palette. Judy Doll is a Chinese makeup brand, and I've been really, really impressed with what I have tried from this brand. Definitely top 10 new brand that I've tried this year that I have been kind of blown away by. But this is the one that I purchased. Really cute, very simple. Here it is. So they say that you can use it like all over your face. I don't plan on doing that. I plan on just using this as an eyeshadow palette. But I'm excited to see what this formula is like. Also, I mean, look at that sparkle. Judy Doll is known for their sparkles. Like, I've been absolutely so impressed by them. Like, look at that. It's soft, but there is like a little bit of a taupe that you can definitely see that taupiness in the pan, but you wouldn't necessarily know if that was going to pick up once you swatched it. All right, I'm going to swatch one of these mattes. I think this is probably meant to be like some sort of contour. Like these are the eyes, that's the blush, that's the contour. But again, we're not going to use it that way. Oh, that's pretty. That's very silky. The formulas are really nice. They feel very lightweight. I did just realize this is magnetized. I'm pretty sure. Is it? Anyway, I am very excited about that. Like, look at those textures. I mean, I'm not surprised that I love that sparkly shade as much as I do, because again, I've tried out single shadows from Judy Doll and they have been some of my absolute favorite single shadows ever. Like, I'm not talking just Asian Beauty, I'm talking like as a whole since I tried them. I am just very excited to get that onto my face. I've already fallen in love with their brown mascara, the Screw mascara. I'll leave a link down to that below as well. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, I did do like a reel of myself applying that one. It's so good. Would be amazing for someone with more stubborn lashes as well. So a couple of you wanted me to try this brand Hints. It's a Korean brand, and you guys wanted me to try this True Dimension Radiance Balm because it's supposedly a dupe for the Chanel The Essential Balm, which is a very expensive highlight, but is also very beautiful. And then I have what shade? It's LT001. But that's what it looks like. Definitely looks similar in the component as far as the way it looks on the hand. You see, there it is, that swatch. Honestly, I would have to try this out on my face and do more testing, but that is beautiful. Like, whether or not it's a dupe, obviously, I would never just swatch something on my hand and say it's a dupe. But I will say right away, that looks stunning. Like all over the eyes even. There's a view kind of the texture. But yeah, very, very balmy. Oh God, that's pretty. I'm so excited that I decided to pick up this product in specific. And you guys are awesome. You never steer me wrong. So really excited to give this one a go. They had a few shades. I'm glad that I went with this shade because it feels translucent enough, but it has a little hint of something, which the one from Chanel also is similar vibe. Are you guys familiar with Flower Nose? If you're not, just know that this brand, I tried out their eyeshadows earlier this year and I fell in love. So a lot of people like this brand, I think partially because the packaging is so cute. It's very ornate. I'm not like a huge fan of packaging like this. Like, it's just not my vibe. Okay, why can't I get this open? Here we go. So I'm just like, I'm a boring person. That's like the reality of it. I'm boring. I don't like super ornate things oftentimes, but I also respect a beautiful formula and some beautiful colors. And I mean, it's just a different kind of beauty. I see the aesthetic purpose of it. I mean, that is very detailed, pretty incredible. Like, do you see that like stained glass effect behind there? You could definitely sit and look at this for a while. But oh no, the blush melted a little bit, I think. Yeah, you can see it there. It melted. Obviously it's still pretty hot where I am. But that blush. Oh my gosh. Why is this happening to me? Oh my god. I would have known this was gonna happen. Okay, 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 okay. I'm just going to place this back in. Wow, I was just like hyping up this brand. That happened. Okay, so that was a bummer. But I am gonna go ahead and just like mush the face a little bit so that you guys can get a good swatch. So this is the shade Flaming Heart. I've been eyeing this one for a while, and I will say, I think there's something special about this formula. Obviously, like the packaging, I think needs some work, but that has incredible glide and like this really beautiful balminess to it. And I gotta tell you, like looking at the shade, looking at the texture, I really, really want to put this on. You know, makeup that you just get in your hands and you're just like, I wish I could put this on right now. This has that kind of texture. Again, hopefully you guys can tell like the way it just immediately melts on contact. I'm really excited to play it with this one. And by the way, like, let me know what items you want me to try out first or review first. It really helps me like prioritize certain launches. Excited to have this one, even though, I got a little damaged in the process of getting here. So I decided to pick up this Can Make powder. Can Make is a Japanese brand. And this is their 02 pink powder because I'm planning on doing a video where I give you guys options for the Givenchy Prism Libre powder that has been discontinued well, it hasn't been discontinued. That specific formulation, it's been reformulated and apparently it's just not the same. I am personally looking for an alternative, and if it can be more affordable, that would be amazing. So this is the Can Make pink powder. That is what it looks like. It also has a few colors in here, which is, similar vibe to a lot of Givenchy products. So we'll just have to see what this is like. It feels very thin. That is that a lot of pigment? It's kind of hard because this is pressed. I mean, it feels very silky. Maybe it's not as much pigment as I thought. Either way, I am excited to hopefully find another option for you guys. Such a bummer though about the Givenchy, but make sure you're subscribed if you're not already. Double check that you are. A lot of people that watch my channel have never subscribed, which is apparently a common YouTube thing, but make sure to subscribe, especially if you want to see that upcoming video. The Judy Doll Watery Lip Gloss. I got mine in the shade 04. I am so excited to see what the hype is all about with this one. This is one of those Judy Doll products that I think a lot of people were talking about. So I guess this has like a metal wand. Yeah, metal applicator. Very interesting. I don't know how well that's going to apply to the lips, but I will say that it feels really nice, like very cooling. That color is pretty. Let's see what the texture's like. Texture has a nice cushion to it actually, but it's still relatively thin. I'm hopeful. Like the way it looks, this kind of like watercolor thing that happens with some lip glosses is my preference rather than something very, very milky. I think can very quickly look awkward on the lips. You know what? Maybe the internet is on to something with this one. because I'm very excited to try that. Okay, so apparently this is one of the most popular sunscreens in Korea. It's from a toot house. I don't know if they call themselves a toot house anymore. It's the Sun Moisture Cream. Again, SPF 50. This is all sealed up, so I'm not going to open it. I just don't want to open too many sunscreens at one time. They do expire. But apparently there's no white cast. It is lightweight on the skin as well. So if you've tried this one and you really like it, leave me a comment down below. But apparently folks really adore it. And I had never heard of it until recently. So I'm excited to give it a go. But I also did pick up the birch juice from Round Lab, this sunscreen, which everyone also loves. Weirdly enough, I could have sworn that I tried this one, yet I have looked high and low in my beauty room and cannot find it. Like I swore I bought it and maybe used it once, and then of course like I lost it. So I had to repurchase it. I'm excited to see what all the hype is about with this one because I have this weird vague memory that I tried it and I liked it, but yet maybe it was just a fever dream. Who knows what's going on? And of course, this is another like big favorite over in Korea. I am so wildly excited for this. So this is from Girl Cult. This brand has kind of blown up over on TikTok. They have like very more like kind of gothic packaging, but the textures seem very interesting to me, which is what I am always, looking out for, an interesting texture. I have some more products for them. I didn't just get this, but I'm excited to see what this is all about. So this is their eyeshadow palette. This is why I don't know what this reminds me of. Almost maybe like 90s jewelry or something. It definitely has like a grunge vibe. Wow. And it is pretty small. And there it is. So this one in specific, what is this one called? It's 55. I think it's like dragon something. I'll make sure to leave a link to it below, but there it is. I think we have to at least swatch the shimmer. I was excited to see what they would do with an eyeshadow formula. Oh, wow. That's a lot more pigment than I was expecting. Oh, that's really pretty. It's very metallic. But it does have those really cool, like reflective glitters throughout as well. So it's not straight metallic. There's still like a wetness to it, which I really enjoy. It is super beautiful. Okay, should we might as well swatch one of the mattes. Oh, wow. Yeah, that is rich. So I gotta tell you guys, swatching this formula, a lot of Asian beauty brands just don't have the pigment I'm looking for when it comes to eyeshadow. And I understand that as far as beauty standards and trends in especially Korea, they're talking about more washes of color and products tend to not have as much pigmentation on purpose. It's more of a personal preference thing for me that if I'm actually going to use something a lot, I want a little bit more pigment as far as like eyeshadows are concerned. And look how smooth it looks. I'm so freaking excited for this. And you know what? I actually really do like the packaging. I know it's a little like kitschy, but I kind of like it anyway. I picked up another product from Roto Mentholatum, and this is their lip fondue. And this is the shade Scarlet Pink. I have been really excited to see what is up with this texture because I've seen folks put it on and I can't tell like how thick it is. So again, this is Scarlet Pink. Similar packaging to the other glaze, but it is like a twist up, and I'm pretty sure you can't twist it back down. I did see that. No real smell, maybe like slightly sweet. Oh, yeah. That is occlusive and thick. Oh, it feels kind of like, you see, like how it's standing up there now? It feels like a very thick stick gloss. And this has a little bit more pigment than the last one too. You see this kind of like jelly consistency? I am very excited by this one. I'm way more excited about this texture, this lip fondue texture and color than I was about the lip glaze. This kind of very, very shiny, thick formula is what I go for more often. If you like a melting balm, this has a melting balm texture with a very sheer wash of color. I have a really good feeling about this. I feel like we could have found a hidden gem here. Not that it's really hidden, but I think more people might need to talk about it. But we'll see. We got to test it out. Give it a good run. So I picked up this blush from Poudier. Poudier, I haven't heard anyone talk about this brand. I'm pretty sure they're a Chinese brand. This is their matte cream blush. And I was just really interested in seeing what this texture was like. You know, a lot of Asian beauty products have very interesting textures, and it's always something that I'm excited to try. Now, the packaging feels very cheap. This feels very cheap, but if they put their effort in a good formula, then I'm all there for that. Okay, it's very like balmy. Oh, whoa, that is red. It's the shade 09 or 60. 9 or 60? I'm gonna go with 60. No, it's actually 9. The shade 09. Whoa! And that is a ton of pigment. I don't know what to make of this right now. This is like one of the most pigmented Asian beauty products I've ever used. And a little bit really goes a long way. But this is blush. This is the kind of pigment I'm expecting from like a lipstick. But this could be really good for those of you with a deeper skin tone if you want and need more pigment. It doesn't stain. It did come off with a little wipe. I'm excited to see how this wears. I have a feeling this could be very long wearing, and this was very affordable. I mean, it better be affordable with this packaging, honestly. But I am excited to see how that goes onto the skin. If you guys have heard of this brand, and there are any particular products you like, let me know. Because again, I haven't heard a single person talk about this. But on Yes Style had mentioned that like a lot of people really enjoy it. So I don't know what to say about that. I don't know what the story is. I also picked up this mascara, the Lash Expander Long, Long, Long. It's brown. It comes in this little bag. It's from Shiseido, by the way. You know, I've tried a few Japanese mascaras and have really liked them, but I haven't tried one from Shiseido, so I'm excited to try it. Again, I got the brown shade, and I don't know if you guys can see there. That's supposedly what the wand is going to look like. It has like this very nice kind of comb, and the lashes look very natural. And if I can get that with this, I'd be very happy about it. I also say it's waterproof, so we're just gonna have to see. If you guys have used this one, let me know. If you've used any of the products I'm talking about, let me know. But this one in particular, I'm interested in. Also, they say it will fulfill all your wishes. I don't know if that's true, but if it can give me good lashes, I'll be happy about that. Another product that has been trending over in Korea is the 6 peptide skin booster serum with NAG. So this ingredient has really been interesting me as of late. I guess like an alternative to an exfoliator. It's going to be way more mild than a typical like AHA, but it's also going to help with fine lines, which I've been noticing more of, you know? I'm not 20 anymore, but this texture is very watery. And, you know, Cosrx is a brand that I really trust. If this can help to improve my skin texture, and it's a very like everyday, I don't have to worry about it irritating my skin kind of product, that would be amazing because I have more sensitive skin. I'm just excited to see what this is all about. If you guys have tried any products with NAG before and you've had good luck, let me know. And I will absolutely keep you guys posted on this one because I myself have been interested. I'm sure there are a few of you that have been too. I've also been interested in glutathione. So I decided to pick up this APLB sheet mask, which a lot of people have been talking about. There's also Centella asiatica in here. It's like 13.5% Centella asiatica, which my skin notoriously really loves. Apparently it's very mild. I'm just interested in a good sheet mask because I found when I was using them consistently, when I was masking consistently, like whether it was just a regular facial mask or a sheet mask, my skin was in general more hydrated and I felt like it was more balanced. But over the past like year, I really fell off. I don't know. We'll see. I'll give this one a test and let you guys know what I think. It was pretty affordable too, I'm pretty sure. I did get a couple more girl cult items. I did get their semi-viral black blush. I have opened this already, I'm gonna be honest. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, again, go follow me because I'm gonna do a try on of this one over there. And here it is. See, I don't know. I think I liked the packaging of the other one a little bit more, but I see where they're going with it. It's very like gothic grunge. And here it is. And apparently it turns like a really beautiful berry shade. I don't know if you guys can even like understand this texture. The texture is insane. It like almost looks like Play-Doh. It is wild. Really, really interesting. I'm so excited to get this one onto my face. One of the products I'm most excited to try. Again, because I just love an interesting texture. I also picked up this one. It's another one of their blushes, I believe. It's the shade Greedy. Okay, here it is. I think it's really cute. It's called the Emotion Blusher. Girl Cult. There's a little bit of like a astrological thing going on over here on the back. And it's a box. So the packaging is different than some of the other products that I purchased. Oh, and this looks, let me see. This looks way more like a traditional kind of blush texture. Yeah, it's like a powder. I mean, that's a really pretty shade though. And there is like a very soft sheen to it. Maybe I'll get a little bit more. I really like that kind of mauve inner part of the sun. That's a very pretty color. I mean, really nice for every day. But can you see like that subtle sheen in the middle of that embossment? It's so like whimsical. I can't place what it reminds me of, but it kind of reminds me of like, I don't know if it's like James and the Giant Peach or something very like 90s whimsical storybook about this one. Either way, I definitely got to dive into this brand. And this one's going back in too. I love a box that has like this flap that goes over the front. It's just like something about it so satisfying to me. It's like an envelope. Next we have this Judy Doll dual color setting powder. So this is the shade 00, and I wanted to try this out again, just looking for an alternative to the Givenchy. And Judy Doll, I think they have some good products, so we'll have to see what this one is all about. I really like the packaging. There we go. Maybe we'll give it a little. Oh God, that was not a little. That was quite a lot. I just took off a lot from my hand. And this is not going to be really accurate to how this looks because I just put a lot out, but it feels really soft. I'm notoriously picky when it comes to powders. I just really am. I also picked up the Roso. This brand, I couldn't really find a lot about it. I think they're Chinese, but they might be based out of LA. If you guys know anything about this brand, let me know. But they have a pink powder that has good reviews. And it was pretty affordable, if I remember correctly. Here it is. And I think, oh, nice. I like the net on here. Yeah, there it is. It's a net. That's nice. I mean, it seems soft. It's not like super fine though. So again, we'll have to see. Like I just mentioned, I'm just so picky with powder. This one might be too mattifying for me. And lastly, I picked up the Abib Collagen Eye Gel Patches. Apparently people go pretty crazy over these. These are something that are very hydrating and don't slip off. I would be very happy. Oh, wow. So that's what they look like. There's a lot of serum on there. Please let me know down below if you've heard about these because apparently a lot of folks have been talking about them. A good eye patch is hard to find, especially at like a decent price. A lot of them are so expensive. Like the ones I really like the Wander Beauty eye masks, those are pretty expensive, all things considered. Hey Bip, I gotta watch out for this brand. And those were all of the products that I purchased. Guys, so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my little haul and let me know what products you are most interested in me trying. I would love to hear your thoughts. And make sure you're subscribed for all of those upcoming reviews. Thank you guys for being here and I will see you in my next one.